Okay, we're going to do a demo here of our gimbal with the GoPro, and I'm going to turn my controller over there so you can see what's going on. You can see how smooth the gimbal operates. No flutters, no jitters, no bouncing around. Here we go. And that looks like this on RealTime. I'll turn the knob again so you can see what the display does. That's fully up. That's fully down. This is about a 45-degree angle looking at the ground. And you can see when it stops moving, it's actually flawless. Now we're going to tip the bird left to right. That would be like taking a real hard left turn, right turn. And what you see is when I'm doing this right here, the gimbal stays absolutely perfectly level. Even tipping it forward and backward, you still end up with the same smooth display. So here's my settings. Currently I'm on COM port 7. I'm running firmware 2.2 B2. It's version 1. Here's my basic PIDs. Notice the power on my motor is down significantly on the pitch. It's not necessary. You can see everything there that's where to turn it, where to set it. So let's go up here and look at the advanced screen. Nothing special on the advanced screen. I do have the gyro set down there at 50. That's the only thing that's been changed off of a stock setting. I'm not using any kind of deadband changes here. We're still at minus 65. We have 5 over here on deadband and 0 on the exponential curve. On the RC settings tab, for my range motion, doing minus 30 to plus 30, minus 80 to plus 100. And then the 3 and 5, 10, 8, and 10 over here. So, and you can see that it's just rock steady. There's no movement at all in the unit. Follow me mode, I don't have anything special set on that. I don't want it to look like it's following. The menu button, that's all default settings. And the real-time data is still rock steady. It's been sitting there nice and warm. Hasn't moved. And this is the firmware screen where you can load your hex file from, if that's necessary. You can go up here and you can load a different file. The original file I had, it's called the standard onboard 1 profile. That was the original default profile that was on the board when I bought it. On October 1st I made some changes, and each time I made a few changes I took it out and flew it, and it got better and better. And then just today, as a matter of fact, I've decided to call it the Smooth Rev 1 profile, and it is definitely very smooth, smoother than any of the other profiles are. And I'm going to go ahead and stick with this profile now. It definitely has a lot smoother action. No jitters, no twitches or anything like that. So that's it. And there we are. One thing you got to be sure and do is make sure your Velcro strap that's connecting your camera to the gimbal doesn't let your camera move either direction, any direction. If it just moves a little bit, it upsets the sensor, which is located directly underneath this board right here. And I'll try to get a shot of it. There you go. The little blue light, that is the sensor. And if it bounces around a little bit, if the camera moves or jiggles from side to side, or if it bounces up and down, it messes the sensor up. The sensor tries to overcompensate for what the camera's doing, and you get all kinds of wiggles going on that you don't want. So make sure that you fasten your camera solid. Make sure the strap's nice and tight. And if your gimbals are balanced correctly, you'll get that kind of an action. You'll get equal pitch in both directions and equal recovery. See, it goes right back rock steady. So that's what you're looking for, is you're looking for a nice even balance, even if you have to go over and you have to add some weight, which I've replaced one of the screws on the motor itself, and you can see that right here. Each of these screws on these spacers for the motor is about 20 or 30 millimeters long, something like that. I replaced this one with one that's actually twice as long, so I could put some stainless nuts on there to give me a little bit of weight. I'm running my video off of a plug, which makes me move my camera further outboard than it would be if I didn't have a wire coming off of it for my video downlink. So just the fact the camera's moved maybe a 1/4 inch further outboard, I had to add that much weight to get this thing nice and steady, and you can see how it responds. So there you go, 6-minute video all about the PID settings on the BGC controller board on the carbon fiber gimbal.